it was tough.
The French can celebrate their spot in the final.
Yeah, it's just rugby, isn't it? You know, it happens sometimes. Sometimes you turn up and you put 50 on France, and sometimes you turn up, they put 50 on you.
And they overcome their old foes, England.
I think the one thing that had undermined us a little bit through the course of that season was just when things went against us, we just weren't able to regather the momentum. I think we have addressed that so far, and fingers crossed, you know, we can keep that moving forward.
Eliza Allisberger, team manager.
Eliza?
There's 17 of us. 17, 30 lads, one of me. But yeah, it's all good. It's been a brilliant tournament to watch the growth and the tightness of the team kind of improve. It's been a roller coaster of emotions. Obviously, yeah, it's been a pretty damn good one. We've won every game.
Of a sensational semi-final that is England's.
We're in a final, so it's gone the best we can. Obviously, we want to go out and win it, but I remember against Argentina, we did not start well. Like, attack was not flowing. We were 14 points down, and then in the second half, we came out firing again. And then Fiji was a bit of a learning curve for us because we came out fire in the first half, and then second half we switched off because we were 30 points up.
They showed great spirit, but they came up against a very impressive England side.
South Africa, yeah, everyone was up for that one. I know, even though the weather was terrible and the pitch conditions weren't great, we knew it was going to be a tough fight. Like, they came out running. That was probably one of the most physical games I've been involved in. But we managed to do a job against them. So that gave us a lot of confidence going into this recent Ireland match.
Being the only female amongst 45 men sounds really intimidating, but if I'm honest, like, it's been a blast. Like, they're such a good group of lads. Try and keep the energy up within the group. Just try and check in with all the lads. It's getting the lads on the bus, making sure we're there on time, get mic'd up, and then, yeah, it's go ahead. And then during the game, I do the substitutions.
Can we go now?
Stressful, don't get me wrong. But yeah, to be there with the lads and like check in with them and yeah, do all of that during the game is, yeah, a pretty cool experience.
You catch me dancing.
Mark Lowin, assistant strength and conditioning coach.
Tim Hall, lead strength and conditioning coach and sports scientist.
Matt, you laughed the whole time, mate.
Was I serious for long enough?
Even a blind pig finds a truffle once a year. Take 20. Yeah. I certainly wouldn't say I run every training session because we're a coaching team. My role would be around physical prep of the players, so that's weights programs, nutrition, the sports science, GPS piece in particular, yeah, and helping create the training programs and schedules to try and get us to the start line in the best place.
Come on, boy, get everyone!
So my background is with the academy systems, and through that I had the opportunity to work across the pathway, primarily with the 18s, and obviously had this opportunity to come and support the under-20s through a tour of Georgia and the Junior World Cup as well.
Great having you, mate. Big love for you, mate. Big love.
And as the tour goes on with 5-day turnarounds, 5 games, it's pretty tough, so the boys are flagging, and we're just doing our best to piece them back together and get as many as we can on pitch on Friday.
We're not too dissimilar to the players. We feel nervous when it comes to games as well.
They put their all into us to make sure that we're best prepared for the upcoming games. They're all so hard-working and they probably don't get the recognition they deserve, whether it be through the media or through us lot speaking. They're genuinely an amazing group of people who are willing to put us lot before them, which is a pretty special thing.
What happened last night?
Last night.
After weeks of battling the best teams in the world, Finn Carnduff's Brotherhood meets a familiar foe in the showpiece event. The French have dominated the most recent World Rugby Under-20 Championships, winning the previous 3 iterations.
Afolabi for Sogbon, tight head prop. Friday is final day. It's the final dance, last dance with my brothers.
New Zealand taking on France in semi-final number 2.
It looked like France just came out firing. They were scoring like really quick tries like they normally do, like they did against us and the Six Nations, where I think they were very like on top of your team. Like they played quick, played fast.
Magnifique succès des Français qui se qualifient pour la finale de la Coupe du Monde.
And I think there was just too much to handle for New Zealand.
I'd say quite a character. I think I've got energy most of the day. I'm happy most of the time, constantly buzzing. So yeah, I'm just quite self-aware. I am quite loud when everyone else just wants some peace and quiet.
All right, because of product, we missed it, boys, but if you look behind us, that's on the mountain is the 12 apostles.
Tom Hodgins, team psychologist. For me, success in this tour is if the boys have lots of experiences that stand them in good stead going forward, but also if we've created an environment which allows them to put their best foot forward and show up and be themselves and express themselves. A month is a long time, and trying to make sure everyone's got good energy from day 1 to day 28 is really important. So that's been a big part of my role in the back end of this tournament. Like today, we changed the structure a little bit so the guys can have a bit more headspace and relax a little bit. The boys, I'd like to think, are coming into this final game week pretty fresh.
My neck's a bit stiff on that. Yeah. Whiplash on that one.
In the next few years, hopefully they'll step up to the senior environment where they have plenty of these, and we want them to be equipped with the skills they need.
Gary Edwards, commonly known as Gaza, team sports therapist. Former Royal Marine Commando, and I was medical discharged. That's how I got into sports therapy. This is my 13th World Cup, and this will be the 9th final, and we've won 3 of those. 2013, 2014, 2016. Relating my journey through Royal Marines training is the same pathway as what they're going through. We thrive in that pressure of wanting to get lads back out there because we feel as though we owe it them to get them out there.
You ready to go? Sharpening up in terms of our psychological and physical readiness, and then fine-tuning our little fix-ups and making sure we enjoy the week, because actually these don't come around very often.
That was really good.
Thanks, mate.
It was good vibes throughout the day, and then obviously the lads kind of all put their headphones on and they just kind of like zone out. They're in their own zone. We have the speaker going at the back of the bus because like Craig Wright in particular doesn't like wearing headphones, so he likes to like chill.
We suffocate teams, we stay on top of them, but there's no easy breaks, there's no easy outs. There's a lot of talented players in the French tide, but we've just got to be able to hold strong.
I'm probably expecting quite a quick match, so it'll be like a fast, I think, quite electric game of rugby.
And a very warm welcome to DHL Stadium for the final day.
I think anything can happen, especially a final where there's been games every 5 days. So I'm expecting the unexpected.
There was a lot of nerves, if I'm being brutally honest, like me individually as well, but I genuinely didn't have any doubts.
Both of these sides have won it before, but oh boy, wouldn't they like to win it again, right here and right now, as they make their way out onto this famous stadium's field.
There's nothing more that we can do as staff. The lads have just got to kind of do it on the field now.
Hugo gets us underway for a colossal fixture here in Cape Town.
We probably struggled in the first half to play the game we wanted to play. Look, there was a lot of errors, both individually and as a collective, which probably put us on the back foot.
Offside, number 12.
Allowed France into the game.
Gets the first points of the final. The French number 10 puts 3 on the board with a penalty.
At the beginning, they obviously got the penalty, and then, yeah, we thought they were going to score a try.
Slips through the tackle, sends France further into the lead.
But it kind of got reverted, didn't it? Which was a good sigh of relief.
It's probably a knock-on more on forward pass, isn't it? Comes off his shoulder.
The mental challenge is clear, but I think one thing that this group definitely has is the ability to pick each other up.
Immediately get a penalty advantage. This is their time to strike, surely, and that's precisely what they do. The first try of the final goes to England.
We missed a lot of opportunities. I thought we'd find a way. I thought the scrum would find a way.
They want to move this away quickly with France. I think the man penalised on the tight head side for England.
With the final act of the first half, Hugo Royce launches one that is successful.
We were leading by 1 point at half-time.
And just said, look, we need to stop giving them the momentum that they thrive off of.
Heads up, let's not be negative. We need to be more disciplined. If the spark's on, let's start.
We want the lads to play. We want the lads to play ball in hand. But sometimes you come into a game where that's just not working or it's just not feasible. Once you then add in the pressure of being in a final and 15 other guys, trying to smash you and stop you doing that because they want to win. It's understandable how you then have to kind of back off in some areas and go harder at others. Kane has mainly, come off the bench for us and made an impact. And over the 80 minutes, he was immense in the first 40. And Arthur Green came on. But when the opportunity arose, man, did he grab it.
Lucas Friday feeds the scrum.
Yeah, we had that scrum 5 metres out. I think the lads just knew, didn't they? They knew they had the upper hand.
Which feasts on the French. Reaching over the line, Arthur Green. He makes it look easy.
I thought he was immense off the bench last night, immense.
Went back to our principles, what we're good at, and put us in the position that, to control the game.
What does this group mean to you?
Honestly, all I thought was, wow, what a group of lads. The fact that they've done the Six Nations, the fact that they've come here and absolutely stormed the World Championships. It was just, it's my job and I'm honoured to do it and be here with them, yeah.
Yeah, it means a lot because you've seen them kind of develop on journeys and you see them at their clubs and you see what they're like when they come into you and to be part of that is pretty special.
Square up. All right, I'm now the catcher.
Softy has had a massive impact on this team. He's not only developed and grown this brotherhood, but he's lived it with us.
He's had so much experience, hasn't he? Doing different age groups, different tours, obviously as a player, as a coach, so he's well equipped and prepared.
He's genuinely made every player in this group better.
Oh man, a punishing hit.
Maybe a friction hit from Gambini. Is it Ben Cohen who's taken the brunt of it?
I think whenever you play for England, it's special. You're not just representing, our squad, you're representing a whole nation. But yeah, I'd like to think we've left the shirt in a pretty good place.
They make me so nervous when they play. I'm so engrossed in the game. Yeah, I probably don't hide it very well, so I just do something awkward instead.
Kerr, the player that kicked 4 penalties to bury Ireland in the semi-final.
To be honest, they scored the last play and I was genuinely thinking the worst. I was thinking they're not going to take the conversion. They're going to just kick the ball off and then they'll score again and again. I was genuinely thinking the worst.
Touch of pride for France.
And then the whistle went and genuinely it was just the feeling of relief.
Victory in the Cape Town Stadium for the side in white. The Rose has risen.
World number 1.
They've bloody well done it.
Yeah! Come on, Lovely! Back to back! The double, baby!
For some of the younger lads, their school and colleges, you know, you forget there's actually 4 lads here who've only just finished school, which is crazy. I don't know how many people in world sport, whether you're a coach, member of staff or a player, team or individual sport, get to say they're a world champion. That sounds pretty cool.
Oh my God! The anxiety leading up to that.
We won the World Cup, which is something that, to be honest, I didn't think I'd get to say.
Sounds surreal to say out loud, but we are champions.
How good does that feel?
Lads, if you are watching, I don't know if you are, but I'm genuinely so proud of what this group has achieved this year. Not only the boys who are out here in South Africa, but everyone that's been a part of this squad, from Portugal to Bisham, throughout the Six Nations to now. Lads, we deserve this. Even if you didn't get to wear the shirt, you seriously prepared this group to go on and do special things. So thank you to you all, and boys, you get to play next year. You've got to go and do the same.